Hi, this is Steve Sexton. Welcome back. As we talked in the beginning, real estate is one of the largest investments you'll ever make, and you need to treat it as an investment, especially if you consider selling it. You need to take a look at what the market sectors are growing, because that's what they do in the stock market, and people who really understand what's happening in real estate, they will take a look at what's happening economically to make sure it's going to perform. Now, in order to do that, we've brought in an expert. His name is Alan Nevin. He's the Director of Research and Economics at the Exterra Group. They're the foremost experts on real estate and construction in San Diego County, most of the West Coast. So Alan, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you, Steve.
Thank you for coming on here.
Pleasure.
Now, one of the big things here is 2015. We just started the year. What we're really looking at is finding out, hey, what's up with real estate? Is it going to be growing? Is it going to be declining?
Well, it's going to be a repeat of 2014, which is not so bad.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It means housing will go up 5 or 6% in value, which it did in 2014. It means the resales will still be at the 40,000 a year level.
Wow.
Which is a lot of activity.
Is that also supposed to increase?
No, it can't, because we're not building enough new housing. We're building far fewer homes than we need, and new homes generate movement in the resale market. So that what's happening now is we should probably be building another 5,000 or 6,000 condominium units, townhouses, and the like. And we're just not doing it because we don't have what we call shovel-ready dirt for the builders to move on.
So what you're saying is there's a tremendous amount of pent-up demand for people who want real estate, and that's going to drive prices forward in 2015?
Well, I think there will. We added over 30,000 jobs last year, and if you consider that you have 1.6 jobs per household, it means we need 18,000 to 20,000 new housing units, and we're only building maybe a third that many.
Oh, wow. So that means if I'm looking to transition off my rental properties or downsize my current residence, that's good news for me, because that means that my real estate's going to move forward and I'm going to sell my house in a rising market as opposed to a declining one, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I frankly am projecting that it will continue on for the next several years. We're actually like 3 years behind the curve. Where we are now, we should have been 3 years ago. So we're really just starting our elevation in pricing.
So what you're saying is we got 3, 4, 5 years to go where people can see a rise in their real estate. So if they're planning to retire in 3 or 4 years, around that 4th year, they can look at selling their property and they're still going to be on an incline with the value of that property.
I believe that to be true.
Outstanding. Now, one of the big questions that I get, and a lot of people have been concerned about it, because every time Janet Yellen talks, people go, oh my, and you see stock markets move all over the place. What's your perspective on will interest rates increase in 2015?
Well, they're actually going down, especially around the rest of the world. I look at it just in the last couple of weeks. You see that Japan's down, China, Switzerland, their interest rates are going down to effectively zero. And we just sort of follow the trends. I don't think there's any reason to believe that interest rates here in the States are going to go through some stupendous rise. They may go up 1%. I really don't understand why they would go up further, especially since we're not showing any signs of inflation.
Okay, now here's the next question. What if they go up that 1%? How is that going to affect real estate sales?
Well, I will tell you that historically, nothing changes until we get up to 6%.
Oh, that's wonderful news.
Yeah.
So if you're planning to look at selling real estate, your real estate, whether you're transitioning out of real estate investment property or you're looking to downsize your residence, move into a senior living community, you're in a position right now for the next few years where you could look at planning that real estate. And you can look at planning that sale so you have some time, but more importantly, you know you're in a positive market. I know that when real estate or any other investment starts going down, I want to get out soon. But if you're selling your real estate, such a large investment, you want to make sure you're selling on the way up.
Absolutely.
Alan, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
And you know that information is invaluable to everybody who's watching this video.
Thank you, Steve.
Now, Moving into the next part, we've just heard from Alan Nevin. He's told us that real estate is moving forward in the next year and will continue to move forward for the next 3, 4, 5 years. And if interest rates go up, that's not really going to have a big effect until interest rates get to about 6%. So you've decided, hey, I think I should be moving forward and selling my property. I'm going to transition, I'm going to get rid of my rental properties, I really want to retire, whatever the case may be. Some of you have been, you know what, you haven't sold a property in 30, 40 years. Some of you haven't sold it in 4 or 5. Some of them focused on the rental market where you buy something and cheaply put it together so you can rent it for the most amount of money. Now, we want to make sure our money doesn't fall through the cracks in selling that property. And that's what our next speakers are going to be talking about.